Hello, I'm Rockdor44, and this is my vanilla survival series called Agony and Ecstasy. Today, I'm going to teach you how to survive your first night and how to play this wonderful game. So this is where I spawned, and there was a bunch of dirt all around me, and all I did was dig. I didn't move at all. I stayed right where I was, and I just dug this little pit around me. So this block is raised up, and this will just mark my spawn point. This isn't really that important right now, but later on it will be. So when you spawn in, you're going to look around, and you're going to get a quick lay of the land. Oh, hello, Mr. Spider. And let's just go up here to this hill, climb up here, and what have we got? We got a little bit of plains over there. It's like more woods over there, mountains over there, and an ocean. Okay, not a bad spawn. Not bad at all. The first thing we're going to want to do, besides kill any monsters that happen to be around, is punch wood. And you're just going to walk up to it and left click, hold down the button, and it will drop like this little log, and you'll pick it up, and Minecraft will tell you that you have new recipes, all these things that you can make. So I'm going to start out with just the basics. So what you're going to want to get is you're probably going to want to cut down at least 2 trees. 3 trees. If there are a lot of trees around, you can cut down more than that. The wood will certainly come in handy. And if there are no trees around, well, you're going to want to go someplace where there are trees. So we're just going to go in here and chop down a few trees to get some wood in our inventory. And the first thing we're going to do is make some tools. So tools start out with wood. You can make a wooden sword, you can make a wooden axe, you can make a wooden shovel, and those work fine. They are a little bit slow, but they work when there's nothing else available. The next step up from that is going to be stone. And that is what I'm going to build right away. I'm not going to bother with wood tools because really they take a long time to, I'm not going to start out with wood tools because they don't last that long. And if you make a complete set of wood tools, then you can immediately dig down and find stone and just start out with stone. So what I'm going to do here is clean off this little hill because I kind of like this little area. Oh look, we have a sapling and an apple. An apple is like some food that we can eat. And you probably won't have mobs like this hanging out when you first spawn. But what happened is I spawned in this server just to make sure it was working. And then when I got back to actually making my recording, it had turned night. And I was attacked by a skeleton. And I killed it with my bare hands. And a zombie. So that's why I have these inventory, or these things in my inventory. Normally you're not going to get a chance to get a monster that quickly, and you shouldn't because it's kind of scary. So now what I want to do is get some stone, and I could go over there and mine some stone, but through the trees I can see there's a little rock pile here, a little formation. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right across this little river, and we're going to dig in and get some stone, make some stone tools, and then we will cut more trees down because we need to prepare for the night. And the first night, if there are animals around like sheep, you can kill a sheep, and then you can sleep through the night. But really, I kind of want to enjoy this whole first night. So I'm not going to sleep through. Even if I had sheep, I wouldn't. Because there's plenty of things we can do inside our temporary base, our little fortress of solitude, in order to get ready for the next few nights. And after a couple of nights working indoors inside of a cave or something, then we can start to think about where we want to build our house. Maybe up there, up on the hill, have like a little mountain chalet. Maybe we could go over here in the plains and have a nice, little house over there. And we will also look around when we're ready. We're not ready right now. We have stuff. Oh, sugarcane. That's going to be handy. So what we're going to do first of all is make a crafting bench. And you hit E to open up your inventory. This is your hotbar. It's the same as this hotbar down here. This is your experience. Once these little green bars fill up here, you'll get to the next number. This is your health, and this is your hunger. One thing that isn't shown is just above the health will be armor. Now, we're not going to have armor right away, but when we do get it, we'll address that when that comes. So I'm just going to move all these things off my hotbar because we don't need them right now. What I do want to show you is how to make a crafting table. So this is our personal crafting inventory. You can click left and you'll pick up everything. If you right click, you'll pick up about half. If you can divide it in half, it'll pick up half. And if you double click, you will get everything. So what we really want is just a few of these planks. So you see, one oak log makes 4 planks, and we need a bunch of planks, so we're just going to make all these, about half. We're going to take about half of this, and if you left click and drag, you will disperse those items evenly between these two. So we're just going to get a bunch of sticks, a bunch of planks, and we are going to make a crafting table. Now, if you right click, you'll just drop one item in each of these slots. And if you double click, you'll pick them all up. Or you can right click and drag, and you'll drag one to each of these slots. Now, if you left click and drag, it will divide everything in between all those slots. So what we want is just one crafting table. So we'll put that crafting table there. We will plop it down by right clicking. You see how the block gets outlined? That is where you're going to place it. And you right click it and you get this, which is the same thing as this crafting table. It's just a little bit bigger. And because it's a little bit bigger, we can make more things. Now you see we make a wooden pickaxe. Now this is the first thing we're going to make, and probably going to be the last thing we make. Or the last wooden tool we make. Because we don't need wooden tools. They wear out too fast. Now this stuff is called granite, and it is not really all that useful for making tools. You can't make tools out of it, but it comes in handy later on when you want to build something. And this is one of the best things about Minecraft, is that you can build anything you want. Well, as long as Minecraft has the blocks. So I'm just going to dig in here this far. I am going to get a few cobblestone here, and we're going to run back over here. It's already getting dark, so we're going to have to speed this up. What I want to do is use that right mouse button and drag it in like a little donut, and it gives us a furnace. Now we have a furnace. We can make a stone pickaxe. This will last longer and mine blocks faster than the wood one. And to help us cut down trees a little faster, we will make a stone axe. Now you could punch this crafting table, let's see how long it takes, or you can hit it with an axe and it breaks quicker. So with that, night is upon us, and this is when bad things can come out. So we are going to block this up. Yeah, we'll. This one block, there are some mobs that can fit in this hole, so we will be careful about that. But for now, it's going to be just fine. So we dig in, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like to go in like 7. It gives us enough room to kind of maneuver around and not feel also claustrophobic. Now, because it's dark, monsters will spawn. Monsters spawn at light levels of about 7 and lower. In the clear sky, the light level on the block is 14 or 15, so nothing will spawn. At night, there is no skylight, so it's dark, so mobs will spawn. And to stop them from spawning, we will need to make some torches. So first of all, we're going to right click and place that furnace down, then right click again to open it up. Now, we don't have any coal right away, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these oak logs into charcoal, and I'm going to make that charcoal. I'm going to take that charcoal and make torches. Now, that wooden pickaxe we have will work in the furnace, and it should smelt one of these blocks. So any wooden tool you have will smelt one item. So here's our charcoal. We will put our crafting table down here, and we can either make the torches here because it's too high, just like that, or if we go in our personal crafting, we can do the same thing. See, it's the exact same function, it's just one smaller. So anything you can do with a 2x2 square, then you could do in your personal inventory. As you see, as soon as I put the torch in my hand, it lights up. That is not a vanilla thing per se. It is a mod called Optifine, which is very handy for recording, because when it's dark like this, you probably can't see very much. So to help with these recordings, I will be using this Optifine mod. I just want to dig out one block in the ceiling. I'm going to dig out all the ceiling eventually. And I'm going to put a torch right up there. So see, I don't have a torch in my hand and it's all lit up. It's kind of magical. It's very nice. So the first night, there's not much to do in here except sit and twiddle your thumbs and wait until day comes, and then you can go out and you can explore. But what we're going to do is we are going to dig out some things. We are going to make some more tools, and we will be collecting some resources that we're going to use later. So as I said, we dug in here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th. I think 7 by 7 is a good size. You can start with a small place. There's nothing wrong with that. But I like to have a little bit more breathing room. So we're just going to dig out 4 more blocks this way. And this will give us a nice big space to start out and to grow and to have lots of fun. Oh, I think we dug a little bit too far. I don't want to go quite all the way outside here. And you see this stone. These are stone blocks, but when you mine them with a pickaxe, they turn into cobblestone, which has a slightly different texture. Nothing wrong with that. Just something you need to be aware of. And here we'll dig this out right to our other torch. What if we dig this out? Are we going to make another hole? No, we're good. Okay. So as I said, this granite, oh, we got another hole. We'll have to plug this up. We'll plug that up with granite. Now, if you want to make this cave look like it did before, if you don't want to put cobblestone here, you want it to look like stone, all we have to do is put in some planks, because anything wood will burn. We can use even saplings as a fuel source. So we're going to right click to grab half of those, throw them in there, and you'll see we're cooking up this cobblestone. And this cobblestone will revert back to stone. See, we have stone now. So what we can do is knock this out where we have that hole. Place it back, and you see that? It's like it never happened. It's like we didn't mess up at all. Now, either block works fine. They do the same thing, but one just looks different. And it all depends on your personal taste, and if that bothers you, having different textures. Different textures do add like a nice element to a design, a build, as it offers a little bit of variation. But anything will work. So you don't have to do it exactly like this. Oh, look, we have a little overhang. How nice. I want to dig this out one block higher. So that way we're not bumping our head if we try to jump. Jumping is done by space key, by the way. So we're just going to dig this out 3 blocks high. I think 3 blocks, that's a nice, easy thing to dig out. Now, as I said, we don't have to go this big. You can make a very small place to start out. I just like to take my time and sort of, this will be our first little starter home. Oh, we have a little natural window. How nice. And I kind of want it to be a little nice. I'm not going to rush through this game because, well, if you rush through it, then you're all done playing and you can't play anymore. And we all want to play because this is just a really fun game. It's one of the more enjoyable games I can say I've ever played. So we have a mountain that sort of pokes out that way a little bit. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make a mine. We're going to want to go down into the mines. In the lower levels of Minecraft, all the way down there, there are good things. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start to dig down right here. As you see, our tools have a durability, and when we've used them up, they break, and we have to make more tools. So it's easy enough. I can just double click or single click, just right mouse button, those things in there. If I left drag, I can make 2 pickaxes. And I know I'm going to go through at least 2. And stone is pretty much free. Wood is pretty much free. And you see how many trees are out there. And it's starting to get daytime. Yep, see the sun starting to come up there. That's the east. It's going to be high noon, then it's going to set in the west. It's the same coordinates as in real life. So when you're digging down, we don't want to dig straight down. Oh, let's block this up. I don't want to get shot on my first day. You don't want to dig straight down because you could dig into a cave. You could dig into an underground lava pool. Both of those would be very bad. So the easiest thing to do, it's just good advice, is to dig a staircase and just dig down one and over one, down one, and we can jump up and down to get to our mines. Now you can dig just 3 blocks, but when you run down, you'll smack your face into that block, and it'll make you go a little bit slower. So I like to start out with a minimum of 4 blocks. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, and just dig down again. Walk down step, look straight ahead, and then dig down 3 more. Go that one, and then 3 below. Now as you go down, you're going to want torches, and I like to put my torches up high. That way if any water gets spilled, no torches are going to be removed. Because if you pour water on a torch, it'll pop it off just like that, and it'll go flowing downhill. And you'll have to go and get all your torches, and you'll leave behind a big dark staircase where lots of nasty mobs can spawn. So when you're digging down like this, we're going to go down to a certain level, which is the Y level. Now, if we press F3, you'll see the 57 number. It's all the way on the left where it says XYZ. 57, and if I jump up, it'll be 58. See if I go backwards, 58, 59. So what we're standing on right here is at level 63, which I believe is what sea level is, 62 or 63. And we want to dig all the way down to what is called diamond level or gold level. Now, gold ore will spawn at places like I think it's block 25 and lower. Diamond will spawn in at 16 or below. So we want to get down there because that's where all the good stuff is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig down here a ways, and then I'm going to start looking around for the different ore, and I'll show you how I do that once we get down to that level. But jumping up and down these stairs is going to wear you out. It's going to make you hungry, and you're going to want to eat, or you're going to have to eat the more you jump up and down. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these cobblestone stairs, and we're going to hold down the left mouse button, and we're going to drag into that shape right there. And we're going to let go, and it's going to make us some cobblestone stairs. Now we're just going to make all of these because we will eventually use all of these to get up and down. So you see, we can walk up and down these just by pushing forward. We don't have to jump up and down. And this will make things so much quicker and so much less painful. But you see, now that we're at 3 high, or we dug 4 high, now we're still smacking our head on this because we added this block. So typically what I do is I go through, once I have my staircase made with my stairs, I like to dig out these blocks to get them down. Oh, see, that's another reason you shouldn't dig straight up or straight down. You could always fall into water. So all we have to do is block that up. And then we can punch this sand, and we will get sand, and then we can make other things. And there's a bit more. Well, you see how the water washed away our torches, and now it's dark. So we're going to put our torch back up here, and we're going to clean off our stairs. So this way, we can go up and down to our mine much quicker. See, running up and down. And you could also run by double tapping. See, this is normal speed. This is normal speed. And this is double tapping. See, it's a little bit quicker. There's also a sprint key, which I believe is Q as the default. Now, one of the things I do in my world, in my game, the hotkeys that I set up, one of the keys is to throw an item away. Now I think this is usually, maybe this is the Q button, but I have a problem when I'm running. I tend to start throwing my things. Whoops. And you don't want to be running and throwing things all around. You know, you're leaving all this litter behind. So I remap the drop item key to a different letter. Mine, I use P, and I remap Q to make it run the sprint, because it's right next to the run button, which is the WASD. So it's right next to the W, and it makes it easy. So in a little bit, I am going to come back. I mean, I could dig down like this for everyone. It's not terribly exciting, So what I'm going to do is I will cut here, and we're going to take out this step as well. So instead of 4, we're going to take out 5. So there's 1 down, 1 down, 1 down. We're going to leave that one. We're going to go 1 down. And that's 5. So from that, we're going to leave that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we end up with the staircase again. And we will put stairs here so we can run up and down much quicker. Once I get down to Y level, once we get down to a good mining level, which is, I like to mine at level 11. Level 12 works just as well. And I will explain it to you when I get down there. So I am going to start mining, and then I will come back when I get down to something interesting.